Does anyone truly understand what the world will be like in 100+ years if we continue using all of Earth's natural resources carelessly? If we can make conservation profitable, people will find ways to make it happen. That quote was provided by Dr. Daniel Dudick, the Vice President of the Environmental Defense Fund. And that basically explains what the program is about. This nonprofit organization was founded by scientists who set out specific initiatives to improve our climate, oceans, ecosystem, and overall health conditions that will provide incentives for the contributors. I know what you are thinking. How will this affect me? What am I sacrificing by not contributing to sustaining Earth's resources? The fact of the matter is that the depletion of natural resources, which includes the water we drink, the food we eat, as well as the air we breathe, is putting humanity's survival at risk currently. An article written by Christina Deems confirmed the information I believe to be true already. Almost every year of the 20 years I've been alive, there has been a news report covering either an oil spill that occurred in one of our oceans that affected the wildlife, a forest that was cut down, and buildings or highways placed on top of fertile lands that deplete the production of food, as well as our use of fossil fuels in automobiles polluting the air and causing global warming. This organization plans to make a huge impact on the environment by 2020 to reduce climate pollution using carbon markets, curb deforestation using a method known as REDD, and protect habitats using a system called habitat exchange. It's hard when you come to the realization that thousands of species of animals are going to be extinct because of the pollutants that humans put into the ecosystem. The International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources assessed 44,838 species, and 16,928 of the species are classified as either endangered or critically endangered. There are many pollutants put into the air daily, as well as deforestation and unsustainable land use that are major contributors to overall climate change. China is the world's top emitter of climate pollution, which causes various diseases and illnesses to surface, affecting humans and animals. Although this damage to our ecosystem has only been getting worse over the years, with a little hope, hard work, and investments, we can begin to reverse this devastating curve. The Environmental Defense Fund has already come up with several ways to resolve the issues we are experiencing in the ecosystem. China recently announced that they will launch a national carbon market to reduce greenhouse gases that are emitted daily. Staff member workers of the Environmental Defense Fund provided critical technical assistance for 7 pilot carbon markets in China. The organization created the Habitat Exchange system that brought farmers and energy developers together to save vulnerable wildlife before they need endangered species protection. Landowners maintain and improve habitat on their property and earn credit for their efforts that can be sold to industries for development to positively impact species and their habitats. The system has been used for a select few of species and can expand up to hundreds of species since the system has been perfected within this organization. The RED organization set in place by the Environmental Defense Fund stands for Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation. The RED system is effective because the state, jurisdiction, or country that commits to reducing deforestation below an established baseline will receive valuable credits to sell into the carbon markets. Just imagine the changes that will be made worldwide through the Environmental Defense Fund organization. When a nonprofit organization can receive support from farmers, company owners in China, and ranchers nationwide, through the incentive of carbon market credits to improve the environment, you just know that the system is working perfectly. Many companies and farmers will begin to reduce the amount of endangered species by allowing the animals to thrive on their available land. They prevent deforestation, which is responsible for 15% of the world's greenhouse gases, and reduce greenhouse gases in China to prevent the increase of diseases associated with the pollution. Although the systems set in place by the Environmental Defense Fund are effective, the organization could use your help. The huge environmental changes that the organization plans to accomplish within 3 years could not be completed alone. The organization has a few choices of how one can donate to ensure that the worldwide environmental changes are implemented nationwide by 2020. There is an option to pay as little as $10 a month or to send a one-time donation of your choice to make sure the improvements to our ecosystem are implemented as soon as possible. When you truly understand what you are investing into, the small amount of $10 a month does not sound like a pointless investment at all, in any way, shape, or form. That's just how simple one can help make a change that can possibly affect the entire world positively someday. The RED system, habitat exchange system, and the use of carbon markets in order to reduce pollutants have been pretty effective in the last 50 years with the Environmental Defense Fund organization. These systems are currently in use in very small quantities, but with your help, we can place these systems in every country of the world to reform deforestation, hazardous pollutants, and extinction of thousands of species.